Imagine a 17-year-old girl named Jacqueline. Pretty, smart, friendly, but single. She was madly in love with that guy in high school. But he was with somebody else. He noticed her, but not as much as she wished he would. She was super sad and she didn't know what to do until she heard this advice. The worse you treat men, the more they're drawn to you. So Jacqueline tried. And you know what? It worked. Not because she treated him bad, but this advice gave her permission to stand out for herself. People are drawn to people who treat themselves with respect. That 17-year-old girl was me. As a psychologist, I've always been fascinated by human behavior, especially with profiling. Profiling is where, to a high degree of certainty, asking the right questions and being aware of the body language, observing it and understanding it, you can categorize someone's behavior in either a business context or a personal context. What interested me the most was dating. This unique combination of psychology and profiling leads to a happier and healthier dating life. With profiling, you have a maximum chance for a satisfying and long-lasting relationship. You date potential partners only. And allow me to share some experiences that really changed my perception on the art of dating. Let's start with one of the most common and painful experiences: ghosting. Alex and Sarah had 3 dates already, and just like that, he disappeared. Sarah called, Sarah texted again and again, but he was gone for good. There was nothing she could have done. If this happens to you, don't take it personally. Hug your ego and move on, just like Sarah did. After that experience, I took her on an informal basis and coached her to the point where she was finding what she was looking for. And now, Sarah is married and has a child. It was a complete success. Or Thomas and Lisa, you wouldn't believe it. It was such a fairy tale. Instant sparkle, talking for hours, sharing values. They were super cute with each other. It just clicked. And instead of coming closer together and living happily ever after, something changed. At first, Lisa didn't notice the change. But Thomas called less frequent, his text messages got shorter, he didn't take the lead to see her anymore. In hindsight, love is blind. He needed space. She was afraid of losing him. It fell apart. Instead of trusting him, she drowned him. He just couldn't breathe, and his only choice was to leave, so he did. It's a pattern I've seen so often. When we fear of losing love, we hold on too tightly. People, men and women, are like rubber bands. The more you pull, the more they stretch away. But if you give them space, they often come back on their own. And when they do, it's worth so much more. Or another story I would like to share with you is about love bombing, which usually is something that men do. When you hear the phrase love bombing, it sounds positive, doesn't it? Well, in fact, it can have the opposite effect. So, what's the story? David really wanted to impress Mona, so he love bombed her. If there was just one wish on her mind, he fulfilled it instantly. For example, One day, Mona visualized her future dream kitchen, bright daylight, spacious room with this beautiful red KitchenAid cooking machine, perfectly matching the interior. And what did David do? He bought that KitchenAid. Not cheap. But this was not the only present. He brought flowers, he took her out to exclusive dinners, invited her to insanely expensive city trips. It was just too much, so Mona left. David didn't understand the world. How could she? You know, presents have their right time. If they're too early or inappropriate in time, people leave. It's the psychological contract that comes with it. I give something to you and in return expect you to give me something back. Love, attention, tenderness. So, early presents come with a certain kind of pressure. Because in relationships, it's never about big gestures. It's about timing, details, and subtle signs. So the devil is in the details. Let me tell you one last story. It was this beautiful, warm summer evening on a Sunday in July, the best weather to enjoy ice cream. So my boyfriend and I were sitting in the saloon, and this group of probably 8 people came in. 2 teens in between, and they were sat next to each other. Both seemed to be kind of insecure. So while he was trying to find a way to get the conversation started, she looked somewhere else. "Oh no, poor guy," my boyfriend said. But I said, "No, she is interested. She's just shy." I was right. A few minutes later, they got into talking. So how could I know? It's paying attention to the small hints of body language, where her head was turned away from him, her body was leaning towards him, which means she's very aware of what he is doing. It's a valid sign for interest. Watching them made me smile, because dating isn't complicated, we just make it complicated. The secret of dating isn't hidden in big gestures or perfect lines. It's hidden in micro moments, tiny cues, small signs. So the devil really is in the details. I've touched on 3 areas: ghosting, clinging, love bombing. These are the 3 most common, but there are other pitfalls dating couples fall into, such as not getting involved with potential partners, withdrawal, ignoring red flags. And if we look closely, many of them come from the same place, a quiet little noise inside that whispers, "I'm not good enough." I would like to paraphrase from Alexander Hartmann for you today. The thought, "I'm not good enough," comes from the belief, I have to do something to get love. But if you have to do something to get love, it's not real love. What I hope you to take away from me today is dating should be fun, where you learn more about yourself, your date, and the art of dating. To those who are struggling with dating, I wish that you could have the confidence to believe in yourself. You are such a beautiful individual, just as you are, and you are worthy of love. You are enough. Because everybody can learn how to date. It's about timing, confidence, strategy, and behavior. You're worth it, and you can learn it. Thank you.